Hello, this is Marcia Foster, and this is part 2 of the Atlas Organization Administrator training. During part 1, we talked about the settings page, the users page, and the groups page. Today, we're going to talk about case analytics and user analytics. Again, as an Atlas Organizational Administrator, you have all the permissions in your Atlas organization, including these 5 pages. You access these 5 pages in your dashboard by clicking on Organization Settings. So let's talk about case analytics. Case analytics just provides information on the cases, the Atlas video cases that your colleagues are using in Atlas. That information is provided over a variety of different date ranges, 30 days, 90 days, over the last year. And if you use Atlas for multiple years, there's a all-time option. So we're going to look at this data over the last year in this particular Atlas organization. We can further look at how cases are being used in Atlas by user type, or more specifically role, by group. We can also look at it by subject, grade, and certificate area. So first you see a graphical representation over the last year of case usage. Then that's represented below, indicating that 124 cases have been accessed 360 times. On the case page, there are instructional materials. 81 instructional materials have been downloaded 81 times. 64 notes or annotations have been created on these cases, and 10 cases have been saved. If you look at the details by case, you can see specifically which cases are being accessed the most, how many materials have been downloaded the most, and so on. Every one of these columns can be sorted. Today, I'm interested in the number of the cases that have been accessed the most. So I'm going to click on times accessed. And what I see here is case number 2162 has been accessed 81 times in the last year. The materials from that particular case have been downloaded 3 times. A note has been created on that case in the last year in my organization in Atlas. And it's been saved 5 times. And here are the details on that particular case. What's really helpful about this page is that if a particular Atlas user in your organization wants to know which cases they've accessed, you can just click on their name. And from there, you can see what that particular person has been accessing in Atlas. And there have been requests from time to time from users asking to be reminded of which cases they have accessed, or maybe they accidentally created a group and deleted their group, and they wanted to know what cases they have been reviewing and looking at. You have the capability of pulling that information up and then exporting it to them in a .csv file. The second set of analytics that I'd like to share with you are the user analytics. The user analytics, again, over a certain period of time, will provide a snapshot of usage. It's important to note that this is a counter, so it's counting the number of times things happen in Atlas. It doesn't speak to the quality of use, just that your colleagues are using Atlas over a particular time. So we're looking at over the last 90 days. What we see here at the top is a graphical representation of usage. Every one of the lines and the colors here is explained below in this legend. So for example, the green line, number of searches conducted, black line, number of cases viewed. You can click on and off. Okay. This is represented in the chart below, indicating that in the last 90 days in this organization, 7 users have logged in 34 times. There have been 84 case views. 153 searches conducted, 10 groups created, 19 resources downloaded. Again, these will be the instructional materials that are on the cases page, 17 notes created, and 4 cases saved. And then below you can see what that looks like by user over the last 90 days in your organization. Again, as with the other report, you can sort by all these different column headers. So again, if I want to see who's viewing the cases most often, it would be M. Foster. That person has had 72 case views in the last 90 days in our organization and has conducted 148 cases. Conducted 148 searches and so forth, created 10 groups and so on. This data also can be exported and shared with others. So if you were, for example, wanting to look at student activity, to see whether or not your students are viewing cases, which means clicking on a case page, that'll be indicated here. It does not indicate time on task or not the number of minutes that they've spent viewing a video or even what they were doing on that case page, but it will indicate that they have clicked on a case page. So again, that wraps up our part 2, Atlas Organizational Administrator Training, which is focusing just on the 2 analytics pages. If you have any other questions, feel free to click on the support tab and we're happy to help you. Thank you.